So once a month or once every 5 weeks or so, I travel out there, stay there for a week. So it marries my love of travel as well. I like to get on a plane. Um, so I get to travel, get to work, and meet new people and see how things are done in other places.
Back with Dr. Johnson from Riverside, California. And that said, Dr. Johnson, you also work in other states and you basically travel to other cities, to other things. Tell us about it.
Good. Yeah. So I actually have colleagues all over the country. And the in Montana, for example, I have a colleague who he and I actually trained together at the same time. And he moved out to Montana where he's from originally and has a lot of work out there that needs to be done. And for years he's been asking me, you should come and help me. We joked about it. And then eventually, we talked about it and said, okay, yeah, I'll come and help. So once a month or once every 5 weeks or so, I travel out there, stay there for a week. Actually, this year I'm going to be there for a whole month in August. And I go there and I just, he has the offices set up, assistants, the nurses, whatever. I just go show up, work, and come home after a week. It's very rewarding to be able to see how people work and live in different places. And the population I see is a little bit different because there's a lot of indigenous Native Americans that I see there as well. And I like working with that population quite a bit. So it's really fun. Texas, also another colleague who has like about 14 doctors who work for him over there. And in El Paso, Texas, he needed a little help because there were not many people working out there. And so I go out there and I work Monday to Saturday once a month, see about 10 patients or so a day. And so you're able to help a lot of people in that population, a lot of Hispanic individuals who need the help. And it's a wonderful. I love working in those places. The people are extremely nice. I love it.
Just admit it, you're a gypsy, that's all.
It breaks up the monotony for me to be actual. So it marries my love of travel as well. I like to get on a plane. Um, so I get to travel, get to work and meet new people and see how things are done in other places.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, traveling for eons has been one of the most, rewarding things. Today we travel for vacation for everything, and I'm sure they did that eons ago too. But it is wonderful. I like it too. I can see because when you get there to other places, to other thing, it's always a little different. And
Yes.
even if just the mentality is different, or whatever it is, there is a difference. And one comes more aware. And it's also like they call, the dimmer switch. When you sit in the dark and it gets dark, you don't notice it. Your wife comes home and say, "What are you doing in the dark here reading?" When you
Hmm.
don't notice, or
Hmm.
with my shoes, they get dirty. I don't notice it if my wife doesn't tell me, "Clean your shoes, damn it, they're dirty." Like they get a little more dusty every day. You don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's the smaller part. The bigger part I didn't tell you. That's when they get when they get holes in it, and I still don't notice it. But wonderful. Now, okay, so you travel all over this, but you do go to specific places which you already set up, colleagues
Correct.
you made, have
Correct.
some relationship, and you just help out there. So looks like the service you're providing, helping people to perform dentistry while sleeping, which sometimes is simply a more comfortable way and sometimes simply a needed way. Otherwise, they don't get nothing done. They cannot, is needed all over the country.
Absolutely. So I just happen to travel to those places, but we have anesthesiologists in every state as far as Alaska. And there are children and adults who need this done. So there's no shortage of individuals for this to happen to. And if not for us, because there are not enough of us in the first place. But if not for that, there are many patients who would not be seen, or if they are seen, would have to be seen in a surgery center, they're usually more expensive and always backed up, or a hospital, which will be hard to get into and even more expensive. So we're providing a service, a much needed service, and we're going to be needed for a very long time.
Well, all right. Well, thank you very much. for telling us that. Let's that be the end of this particular interview. Thank you.
You're welcome.